Technical analysis and Bitcoin, is it worth it to learn and study technical analysis when it comes to your Bitcoin goals? And this could apply to crypto as a whole. And it's a very good question. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you are a beginner, you're just getting started, or maybe you're trying to start something new because you were working on something. You're like, no, that's not working. Time to start something new and try a different tool. And you're wondering, all right, should I use any of my time learning technical analysis? And I completely understand your skepticism. There is all sorts of just absolute nonsense out there.
Are you kidding me? That's all I got to say. It makes me want to puke.
So what I want to do here is just walk you through a real life situation so that you see there's not any theory, there's nothing me cherry picking. I mean, this literally played out in public from my YouTube channel, and you'll see the power of technical analysis. And just to answer your question, yes, I believe technical analysis is worth it, but I don't want those to just be empty words or me talking in theory. I want to show you an actual example. So to set things up, if you're not familiar, one of the playlists I do, I'll do a daily analysis of different technical analysis charts out there, and I end it with doing Bitcoin because yes, that's the most popular crypto out there. And this is where this segment is coming from. So I talk very briefly about a certain level, and then we'll see how that plays out in the future. So let me first just show you this clip of the analysis I did on Bitcoin. It's been a rough past couple of days, just has really collapsed. And the first update here is when levels of support are broken, they tend to act as resistance. And I'm going to just use this line to pretty much kind of guide over the weekend analysis. So you saw me talk about that one specific line, and it's really just a question now of, okay, did that line actually mean anything? Could you have built any sort of trade plans around it? So let's go and see what happened after that video was posted. So there is that red line, and let's just see how things played out. Now that video was done on a Friday, so what we're about to see here is now just how the weekend played out. So we will go on the journey and see how Bitcoin continued to trade. So right now the price is approaching that red line. And that's an area where very realistically, because technical analysis is suggesting that it could be a resistance point, in other words, a spot where the price is gonna have problems moving up further beyond that, where you could look to maybe do some sort of short-sided trade. Short-sided trade just means making money when prices go down. That is known as shorting or going short. As a beginner, I get it. Wait, what? Yes, believe it or not, you can make money if a price goes down, and that's what going short or shorting is. So from that angle, that red line could be a good area to go short, because if a resistance is an area that can tend to smack the price back down, and we just learned that shorting makes money from prices going down, well then yeah, you could formulate some sort of short-sided trade plan. So let's see how it played out. So price is approaching that red line, and you can see right there, it has now hit that red line. So at this point, we have a question. Is this going to get rejected? Is it going to keep coming up through? Let's see what happens. You can see it goes sideways, and then just like that, down it goes. So right there would have been a profitable trade. Now can I say for sure? Well, no, because there's a lot of different strategies. If somebody was looking for the price to come over and roll over by a whole lot, well, the price is not rolling over by a whole lot. But if you were looking to do some sort of scalp or something like that, then yeah, you would have had plenty of wiggle room in there to pull out a profit. But let's see how further things continue. So you can see there, it drops down even more, drops down even more. So for those people that wanted a bigger trade, I mean, those people definitely got a real big trade there. And then the price does come back out, and then look at that. Bounce upwards and then gets rejected back down. Now, did the price hit that red line exactly? It did not, but hopefully we can all agree the price certainly got within that general vicinity of that area. But before the price, once again, dropped and made a significant move back to the downside all the way till we're caught up in present time right there. But you can see two potential trade scenarios. Trade scenario number one, and then trade scenario number two. Maybe you're saying, wait, that's it? Clay, you like just identified a line and then you built some trade plans built around just that one line? Yeah, that's just, that's just keeping it simple.
Crispy, simple, juicy.
Now, I also want to be fair. There is more to it than just identifying one single line and then going. So don't go and find one line and then start shorting or anything like that. Yeah, there's a little bit more to it. But my point here is that it doesn't need to be overly complicated. You don't have to make this stuff where you need to go get like a PhD in economics and physics and chemistry and all this sort of stuff. It doesn't need to be that complicated. Sure, there's more into it than just one line, because yes, you want to make sure that the line itself makes sense and all that. But those are the things that technical analysis can help you with. You don't need to overcomplicate it, but it's definitely a tool that I think is worth pursuing more. So technical analysis in Bitcoin, you just saw it play out very, very nicely. Not once, there were 2 times over the same weekend where, technical analysis gave you a line that could have led to some very beneficial trade plans. So if there are any other questions or anything like that on technical analysis or whatever, if you have any sort of other suggestions for videos that, maybe can help out with this, by all means, leave those down below in the comment section and I will read them and do my best to consider potentially making a video on those. So is Bitcoin and technical analysis worth it? Yes, absolutely. And you just saw some real life proof. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only 1 losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.